Hello friends, today we are on the discussion of the fifth problem of the dynamic programming to solve the linear programming problem. And today the topic is of type additively separable return function and the single multiplicative constant. Once again, the additively separable return function and the single multiplicative constant. Let's check with the problem statement. Use dynamic programming to solve the maximize of z, that one is equal to u1 square plus u2 square plus u3 square. That means additively separable return function and the single multiplicative constant just given subject to u1 into u2 plus u3 is equal to 6. That means all the decision variables are given in the multiplication format and only one constant is there. So we are saying it as single multiplicative constant, and as usual u1 comma u2 u3 greater than equal to 0. But look the next statement, that is and are integers. That means all the variables of u1 u2 and u3 have the value that is integer, that must not be non-integer. Let's start with the solution. Now this problem can be considered as a three-stage problem because we have u1 comma u2 comma u3, that means three decision variables. So we are discussing it as the three-stage problem. So we are defining the state variables, and the first one x3, as according to the constant that is given u1 into u2 into u3 is equal to 6. So we are defining the x3 as u1 into u2 into u3 is equal to 6, and that is at our stage 3, and that is our stage 3. Next x2, that one is equal to u1 into u2 is equal to 6 by u3, and finally x1 is equal to u1 or x2 upon u2. Now how we can find out the x2? That means x3 upon u3, and x3 is equal to 6, so we can write out the x2 as 6 by u3. Same as x1 is equal to u1, that means x2 by u2. Now the stage 1. Already we have said that is our stage 2 and that is our stage 1. So in the stage 1, for x1 is equal to u1 here. So where u1 can vary from 1 to 6 because already we know that u1 comma u2 comma u3 all are the integers. And already that is given that u1 into u2 into u3 is equal to 6. So there, that is not possible that u1 can vary greater than 6. Must have the value that is belonging to from 1 to 6, because u1 is a factor of 6. So it may possible 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6. Now according to the objective function, the objective function has been given u1 square plus u2 square plus u3 square. So we can write out the first one, that means the recursive function f1 x1 as maximum of u1 belonging to 0 and 6, and that is our u1 square, where u1 is a integer. Hence the optimal value of the recursive equation will become, because u1 have the value from 1 to 6, and in that way f1 x1 we have written the star here, so give the value. That means f1 x1 is equal to 1 squared, that means 1, 2 squared, that means 4, that is 3 squared, that means 9, that is 4 squared, that means 16, and that is 5 square for 25, and that is 6 square for 36. Now our stage 2. For x2 is equal to u1 into u2 and that one is equal to 6, where u1 and u2 are integers and u1 can vary from 1 to 6, as already we know that u2 must also vary from 1 to 6 and those are already integer. So we have the value of u2. The value of u2 is equal to 6 by u1. How to find out? That is 6 by u1, because already we know that is x2 is equal to u1 into u2. So we can write that one u2 is equal to, divide here, that is 6 by u1. Now when u1 is equal to 2, we have the value, that is u2 value 6. When u1 is equal to 2, we have the u2 value 3. When u1 is equal to 3, we have the value of u2 as 2. When u1 has the value 6, we have the value of u2 as 1. But here considering, when we are considering the value of u1, we have chosen 1, 2, 3 and 4. Not the u1 value of 4 and 5 has been chosen. Why? Because u2 at that moment give us the value when u1 is equal to 4. That means 3 by 2. That is not an integer, but u2 must have to be an integer. And that is same happening also when we have the value of u1 as 5. That is the value of u2 also becoming non-integer. So we are not considering the value of u1 as 4 and 5 here. So u2 have the values only 6, 3, 2 and 1 according to the values of u1, 1, 2, 3 and 6 respectively. As u2 and u1 are integers already has been described, hence u1 when 4 and 5 are ignored, as u2 become non-integers. So what happens to the recursive function for f2x2? Now f2x2 means maximum of u2 square plus f1 star x1. u2 square, that means our objective function was just like that. That's why u2 square has been taken. Okay, so maximum of u2 square plus f1 x2 by u2, because x1 is equal to x2 by u2. So maximum of u2 square plus x2 by u2 whole square. But those are completely not necessary. Let's check what is happening here. Here we are thinking that x1 has the value 1, 2, 3 and 6. For those values already we have taken, because 4 and 5 has been ignored. And in the same manner already we have the value u1 for 1, 2, 3 and 6. And u2 square is equal to 1, 4, 9 and 36. Now what is happening? That is f1 x1 is equal to 1, 4, 9 and 36. Just the way, that is u1 square, that means 1. That is u1 square, that means 2 square, that is 3 square, that is 6 squares. In that way. And here is also we have found out the 1, 4, 9, 36. Now what to get? Already we know that must be u1 square plus u2 square. So here we are getting the result, that is 1 plus 1. We are getting the result as 2. 4 plus 1, that is we are getting 5. 9 plus 1, that is we are getting 10. 36 plus 1, we are getting that one as 37. Now look at the thing that second, when that is x1 is equal to 2 and u2 is equal to 2. So here we are getting 1 plus 4, that is 5. 4 plus 4, that is 8. 9 plus 4, that is 13. 36 plus 4 has been ignored. Why? Just look at the value of u2 here, that is 6 and that one is 2. So when we are getting 6 into 2, that is 12, but that is impossible because we have u1 into u2 into u3, that must be 6, not 12. That's why 1 into 1, 2 into 1, 3 into 1, Okay, 6 into 1. So maximum is 6. Okay. 1 into 2, 2. 2 into 2, 4. 3 into 2, 6. 6 into 2, 12. That is not possible. Same as, that is 1 into 3. That is possible. 2 into 3, possible. But 3 into 3, 9. 3 into 6 into 3, 18. So that's why those are also crossed out in that manner. So in that way, the third one, that means 1 plus 9, that is 10. 4 plus 9, that is 13. 9, 1 plus 36 is equal to 37. So according to that, we are finding the values of u2 square or f2x2. So the optimal values of f2x2 are, that is, just look at the values here, the first column or the first row, that is 2, 5, 10, 37. So here we are getting the value of f2x2 as 2, 5, 10, 37 with respect to the values of x2 as 1, 2, 3 and 6 respectively. So let's check the stage 3. Now here for x3 is equal to u1 into u2 into u3. So that is equal to 6. So we have u3 is equal to 6 by u1 into u2, and that one is also 6 by x2, and that for integral values of x2 1, 2, 3, 6. So f3 x3 can be written as maximum of u3 square plus f2 x2 star. So for the values of x2 1, 2, 3 and 6, we have f2 x2 star is equal to 2, 5, 10, 37, and respectively the values of u3, that is 1, 2, 3, 6, we have u3 square, that is 1, that is u3 square 4, that is 3, 9, 6 for 36. Now in the same manner we are getting the result as 1 plus 2, that is 3, 4 plus 1, that is 6, 9 plus 2, that is 11, 36 plus 2, that is 38. And in the same manner we are also crossing out those positions because u1, u2 and u3 multiplicably give us the result as 6, not greater than 6. So the optimal values of the f3 x3 are given by the first column or the first row. That means x3 is equal to 1, 2, 3, 6. Give us f3 x3 is equal to 3, 6, 11 and 38. Hence, if we have, here look at the values. When we have x3 is equal to 6, we get the maximum value as 38. And that is our maximum z. So when we put x3 is equal to 6 and z is equal to 38, so u3 is equal to 1 or 6 we have. So when we putting the value of u3 is equal to 6 at u3 is equal to 6 by u1 into u2. So we get, when putting 6 by u1 into u2. So u1 into u2 is equal to 1, and that is possible when we have u1 comma u2 both are 1 because both are integers. Again, when we have that u3 is equal to 6, so u1 comma u2 is equal to 1. So the result may be 1, 1, 6 for u1, u2 and u3. Let's check when we put the value of u3 is equal to 1 here. So that is, already we know x2 is equal to u1 into u2, that means 6 by u3. So we are putting the value of u3 1 here. So we are getting u1 into u2 is equal to 6, and that is possible. So u1 into u3, that is 6, and that is possible when we have u1 is equal to 6, u2 is equal to 1, or u1 is equal to 1, u2 is equal to 6. We cannot consider u1 and u2 2 and 3 because already we have found out those values only for the values of 6 here. So 2 and 3 are not possible because when we are using the 2 and 3, that must be an impossible case for here, for the result, we are not getting the values. Okay, maximum values. So we have another two solutions, optimal result. That means it may possible when u1 is equal to 6, u2 is equal to 1, u3 is also equal to 1. So that is 1 6 1. Another way, that is when u1 is equal to 1, u2 is equal to 6, and by default the u3 has been 1 here. So another result is 6 1 and 1. Hence, the optimal policies are 161 or 611 or 116, and the maximized Z is equal to 38.